Hey guys, RJ here and welcome to another video. This is another English recast of the Championship 2025-26 Season 1 3v3 Spring Tournament in Japan. So for our matchup, we are going back to OP05 because we have Red Yellow Belo Betty versus Purple Luffy. So both OP05 leaders making their way here in OP11. So before anything else, I would like to mention that I'm watching from the original broadcast, which is in Japanese. So if you want to watch the original broadcast, I'll be putting the link in the description down below. But if you love the English commentary, please stay on the video. So I would also want to mention that I don't have any camera right now because somebody pointed out in our previous upload that my camera is blocking the hand cards of the other player, so I decided to take it out. But let's return back into our match analysis. Oh, so before back in OP05, I can still remember that this matchup is somewhat near impossible for Purple Luffy because his leader ability kind of helps Belobeti's game plan of taking you out as fast as possible. But due to the newer cards, Purple Luffy actually kind of have not I wouldn't say he has the advantage now, but definitely way easier than before. So the advantage is still in Belobeti, but the Belabete player should hit those Karasu, stack those Karasu effects so that he will have Purple Luffy will have a hard time defending the attack. So those are the key cards for Belabete. On the other hand, of course, Purple Luffy would rely for defense on the 8 cost Katakuri, and of course I would say, quote unquote, the most balanced defense card at the moment, Gum Gum Giant. So that's what those are the cards we have to see uh in our game. So those will be, I would say, the deciding factor for this matchup. So if Belabete hits multiple Karasu and manage to keep them alive, definitely I would say that this game will go to Belabete, but it looks like Purple Luffy is designed to really play against or at least be safe. I think he has a tech card there. I saw a Poly, so Poly can take out a Karasu, so that will help him defend his life cards into the mid game. So those are this is again this is 3v3. So there's also a factor here that you kind of think where you want to be seated so that you kind of prepared for what possible decks that you will be playing against in that slot. So, for example, the strategy we used before, I always played the number three because that's the slot where I think it's either the top deck of the format will be hiding. Usually people will think one and two, that will be the best deck in the format, but usually to secure the win, they put it in number three. So me as the anti-meta player in our team, I kind of play in number three so that I will face the best deck in the format. So there's some strategies in the positioning when it comes to 3v3. And also, if you think you will be facing X decks in that position, you also try to tech against them. And I think this is the tech for Purple Luffy, which is Poly. Usually they don't have Poly in their usual build, but looks like Belbetti just passed the turn and also Purple Luffy passing the turn. We are now starting the game. Sorry about that. And now, turn one, Belo Betty Searcher. Sorry, turn two Belo Betty Searcher. I think now the hand cards of Belo Betty. I see Promo Sabo, Karaso Blocker, Sabo, Kuma Ping, and the 5 cost Ivankov that can swarm the board. On the other hand, for Purple Luffy, I see a Sanji there. So we have Sabo, Lindbergh, ooh, Revo Army. They added this once to help them search for the much needed uh, Revo card. So for those who are unfamiliar with the HQ, the Revo HQ. This is like the full lead of Blackbeard. You trash one, and then you look into the top three cards of your deck and get a Revo card from there. So searching for that again, you want to have Karasu in this matchup. You really want that. Sadly, there's no Karasu, although of course you have the 5 cost Ivankov and the hand cards for Purple Luffy, Poly, Sorojuro, 9 cost Luffy. Wow, that's a manga card. Uh, this player is rich, and 2 Bonchan and yeah, Sanji 2 cost. Sorry, Sanji 2K. So, so now a 6K attack guarded by that Sanji. And another manga Sec Luffy here for the Purple Luffy player. Now, the big question is, will he use the leader ability? I don't think he has to because he still have Bonchan. So there's a well, I'm not sure why he would use the leader ability. He can go 5, 6. Well, he can, so that he will be at 7 done next turn. 5. No. So he can ramp up to 6 this turn. Wow, that would be a fast 9 cost Luffy. So there's you can play Bonchan to go up to 6. Nope, nope. Went for Sorojuro. Sorojuro, let's see what he will get. Thinking of a 2K counter, I saw an Usohachi, another Poly there. Another, is that a Bonchan? I think that's another Bonchan. And 7 cost Sanji. I'm not sure what the last card is. So that's a 7 cost Sanji, Bonchan, Polly, 3 cost, or that's oh, he also plays Robin from EV02. Very interesting build by the Purple Luffy here. What will he get? Okay. That's actually fine. I mean, once Karasu is down, your leader will be down to 4K. So you need those 2K counters to guard up a 5K attack. Although I'm not sure why he went for just a 5K attack, leaving one done open. Should have went for 5K instead, maybe. I mean 6K instead. So 5 done turn for Belo Betty. Doesn't have any Karasus yet, as far as I can remember. Well, he can go for the 5 cost Ivankov, rolling the dice there that he will hit a Karasu so that he can start attacking now. As a Belo Betty player, again, you want to finish the game as early as possible. Uh, Purple Luffy now has Gum Gum Giant, so they do have sustain in the late game. And they also have the 9 cost Luffy. So the late game, of course, goes to the side of Purple Luffy. So you, as a Belvetti player, you want to finish the game as early as possible, or at least put a lot of pressure on that. And there you go, the Karasu was found by that Ivankov on playability, and playing that Karasu, that means that Luffy leader is now just a 4K and now 5K attack. And well, he do have Usohachi, so he can just trash that Usohachi. So 6, you get, yeah, you guys still have 5 dons. So next turn he goes to 7. So in 2 turns he can play that Sec Luffy, and that will be a problem for Belo Betty because you as a Belo Betty you want to be the one putting the pressure, but with the 10K Luffy on the board, that the tables will be turned, and you have to make a decision: either go for that leader or try to remove the Sec Luffy on the board. And looks like he will go for another Ivankov here using that Revo Army. That's really a good card. Uh, Trashing cards for a chance to get the Revos that you need. Uh, so now 5 cost Ivankov. So this is now the seventh on turn for Luffy. What will be his play here? The good thing is he still is up 4 lives and now a 5k attack. Will you take it? I think you need to guard. Kuma won't matter that much in this matchup. Can only ping a 2k. Well, he Belo Betty plays Koala. Oh, he went for Inazuma. 6k attack. Now this one, you have to take this. Belo Betty is a glass cannon, so she doesn't have that many counters. And there you go, the tech card. Fora, he just smiled. He knows. He was like, "Oh no, this build is tech for my deck." And there you go, Polly KOing Karasu. Now back into the drawing board. You need Karasu as much as possible. So if you manage to have multiple Karasus on board, that will be super good for you. But this P. Luffy build is ready for that. Now, again, you can take a gamble here. Play another 5 cost Ivankov and hope you hit that one. Hope you hit that Karasu. There's no other choice here. You have to have Karasu on the board. But the problem is next turn, 9 cost Luffy is playable on the side of Purple Luffy. The problem also is that Purple Luffy is still healthy and one done open bluffing that Gum Gum well, he do have a Gum Gum Giant, but yeah. Uh now HQ being used again. Well, you need that koala. There you go. Usually you need that just to remove some uh annoying characters on the opponent's side of the board, and also 3k counter 3k power. So if you use the Belabetti's ability, that will be a 6k attacker. Now this is the gamble. Will he get another Karasu? And there you go, hits another Karasu on the top 3 cards of his deck. And I think that will be the obvious choice here, playing that Karasu again, reducing the power of the leader. Let's see, will he reduce the power of the leader or that Zoro? He still have some dons. He can play that Koala if he wants to. So to remove that Zoro off the board, and he can also use Belbetti or the leader ability to buff up those the characters that can attack now. He is thinking, he is thinking, maybe he wants to remove that. But let's see. Next turn will be a crucial point for the matchup. Uh, Luffy can delay the attacks coming to the leader by playing that 9 cost Luffy. If Belbetti decided to just go for it, uh, he will manage to delay the damages and maybe build his board because he can play some other characters. And now with Gum Gum Giant as well, he is kind of protected. And this is a very that will be a very crucial point of the game because Belvetti will soon run out of gas as the game continues. So there you go, Koala. Okay, he will go for the removal. Now, Belvetti attacking Zorojuro. So I think he decided to go for Zorojuro so that Zorojuro currently is so that's minus 4k, just a 2k powered character. So minus 3k from Koala, and then minus 1k from that Karasu. So that's a 2k versus a 2k. So now, will he guard this? I don't think so. 5k leader. He he will counter out of this. Wait, I forgot the power of. I think that's a 6k attacker. Uh, Ivankov, right? Now, this is the crucial point, as I mentioned. Uh, Luffy, 4 lives. Now, attendance. This is very scary on the side of Belo Betty. He, there's no way that he can. Wow, flagship law. This deck is pimp. Manga Luffy and then flagship law. As a Filipino, I just have to say sana all. For our Western friends, it's just uh, means uh, I just hope that my deck is also that bling. Now countered with Ivankov, and now a 6k attack from that poly. Ooh, Sabo. And there you go. A 9 cost Luffy, drawing one. What would be the draw here? Another flagship law. Now this is Luffy has rush, so he can decide to go for that Ivankov, or he can go on the leader. But I think it's better to go for the Ivankov so that there will be fewer attackers on the next turn. I mean, that's how you play against Belvetti. If you can clear the board, she is not a threat, but if she managed to protect her board, definitely that leader buff will be very annoying, especially in combo with the Karasu effect. Another HQ. So well, you can that's the good thing about that those stages. You can filter one, so there's really no quote unquote dead card as long as you have that lead stage. Wait, is that yeah, it's the HQ. So he do have Kuma, Blocker Karasu, and Inazuma. So this is slipping away on the hand of Belobetti. Luffy, oh, whoa, what happened there? Luffy is pulling ahead. Oh, Koala. I have a feeling that he will go for that 9 cost Luffy. So playing that Koala minus 3k Karasu minus so that Luffy 10k minus 4k possible just going to be a 6k, and he can buff up another card just to ensure that that Luffy will be taken care of. I'm just saying that it's a possibility because he did get Koala. He's not swarming that board anytime sooner. Or I mean, he's not looking to refresh or replenish that board. So let's see now what will be his play here. Maybe he's considering that play, that line. There's two choices here. Either you go for the leader. Maybe he's afraid. Again, Gum Gum Giant is really annoying in a sense that, uh, well, whoa, 5k leader without attacking with Karaso first. So that means, I think he will go for Sek Luffy. Otherwise, there's no point of attacking first with the leader if you will target or go for the leader. Uh, should have attacked with Karaso first. But yeah, looks like he will be going for that removal. Well, I mean, Gumgon Giant, proving to be a threat, even a bluff. That's a point of bluff at the moment. Eh, Okay, there you go. Koala minus 3k, minus 3k power. The question is, will he buff his characters just to ensure that removal? Minus 3k attacking with Karasu, that's minus 4k. So Luffy is currently, well, 7k at the moment. What will be his play here? Oh, 8k attack minus another 4k, so 6k, 8k to a 6k. So he is asking you to guard this. Will he guard with a Gum Gum Giant? Hmm, if he guards, oh, if he guards, I think Koala will buff. I mean, he already invested a lot to take out that Luffy, so this turn will be focused on taking out that Luffy. But again, the problem remains. Koala only now has, I mean, Belo Betty only now has 4 cards in hand, while Purple Luffy still has 4 lives, and we are now in the late game. As the Avenger says, this is now the end game. So let's see. He's considering of guarding it, trashing that flagship law. Beautiful card there. They're guarded with Gum Gum Giant, drawing 2. Sorojuro and another flagship law. Now he buffs all of his characters. So that's a 9k against a 6k. I think this he doesn't have enough to guard this, so that Luffy is now taken care of, and now he do have some 6k and 5k attackers on the board. So possible 7, 8. There we go. Luffy is now down. Although he do still have one, right? Oh, he trashed it already. Okay, so well, hmm, interesting. He will try to remove Polly. Okay, 10k attack against a 6k and a 5k leader, trashing that beautiful flagship law. Another flagship law. So the whole gang is there. He managed to see, I think, the full set. He do have 3 in hand, if I remember, or 2 in hand. Was it? He trashed one with Gum Gum Giant, right? And then one is trash as a counter. One flagship. Was it 3 on his hand? Hmm. So Zoro Juro. This is actually oh, this is actually very interesting. Now the tables has been turned, and Purple Luffy doesn't have any characters on the board. Well, he can definitely remove Karasu because Belvetti only has like 3 cards on his hand right now. Well, 2. So that means that he doesn't have that much to defend that Karasu because that will be your prime target if you're a Purple Luffy. You want to take out the character that poses a big threat on you. The first flagship law. He did get that Usohachi from that Zorojuro. Another Usohachi. No, how many 2Ks are they playing right now? I think he already searched like 4 or 3 Usohachis. Just playing some board here. Sorojuro, Flagship, Law. He can play those Law just for to return kill next turn. Another Law. Okay, so you do have another one. Oh, Sanji, six cost. Oh, Sek Luffy, another 2K Usohachi, and Brook. I think you, I think Sanji is the choice here. The board is on the side of Belo Betty, so you want for next turn you want to remove all those characters on the board. You want to take them out, but went for a 2K, going defensive here. I mean, you still have four lives, 7K Karasu, leaving one done open for the Gum Gum Giant. Well, it's a bluff. Again, this is the power of Gum Gum Giant. Even though you don't have it, you can use the one done open to bluff your way. Okay, there's no bluffing here, according to the Purple Luffy player. Now, the full seven, the full Seklo or flagship law gang has been found. Three on the board, one on the trash. Gets Sanji. So this turn, if all those characters turn sideways, those will be removed next turn. Well, with Sanji, nothing is safe. You only have three cards in your hand. Now, can he do enough damage? Can he do enough damage here? Oh, he do know that the three, well, two, no, three card. He do know that he has three 2K counters. Two Law and Sorojuro search for three Usohachis. And wow, that's the Karasu. I think it's best to use Karasu now. Uh, Bringing Luffy down to 3K is. a v- Oh, I forgot he removed the last Karasu, the previous Karasu. So now back into the drawing board doesn't have any Karasu. I think that's the play here. I saw Sabo. There you go, Karasu. He can play Karasu. He needs to at least deal some damage in this turn. Purple Luffy still has four lives. This is uh I won't say unheard of, but this is far from the previous I would say status of this matchup back in the previous sets. At this point, usually Purple Luffy doesn't have lives anymore. So for 4K Koala Vanilla attack, he decided not to go for the buff. Uh, mm, this is nerve-wracking. If Purple Luffy, but he still have three 2Ks. Yeah, actually, I think he can take two of these attacks and then guard the next one because next turn you can remove all those characters. You have Sanji, so you can rest that Karasu. Those Los can attack those Koala and that Belo Betty Searcher, and the leader can take care of that. Well, you can rest Karasu because that won't be attacking. Ivankov, if he attacks, you can also take care of that via the leader or by Sanji attack, and then leader attacks Karasu. Belvetti only has two hand cards, So, wow, he decided to just go for all of the attacks. Now, he doesn't have a Sanji. This is interesting. Another 4K attack. Oh, can guard take two? One, two, three. Wow! You can take first take 7K Gum Gum Giant. So I think he will be going for those rested characters now. Again, only two hand cards on the side of Belvetti. 8 cost Katakuri, so that's another big card for Purple Luffy. 8 cost Katakuri kinda saves him in a sense. There's a decision to be made here. He can go for the those character on board, or can play 8 cost Luffy. Sorry, 8 cost Katakuri. But you still have Gum Gum Giant and some 2K counters. Okay, so that means he will going he will be going for the board clear here. No 8 cost Katakuri. Those koalas. I think this is it. This is the turning point of the game. If he can clear out this board, yeah, I think this is it. I think this is it. There's still going to be a Gum Gum Giant that you have to be worried about. And then two Gum Gum Giants. Yeah, it's over. It's over. He cannot finish the game. Attack that koala. He cannot finish the game. Koala, 3K to 3K. Then he can, if he guards that, he will try again with another law. Again, he only have two Gum Gum Giants, so he just needs to uh save two Dons. So another 3K and then a 5K attack onto those koalas. And I think this is over. Belvetti ran out of gas. He didn't manage to deal damage. Uh, Luffy's Luffy managed to save his life cards until so late already. So I think that's it for this game. I can see a way that he will win. I mean, he's he do have two Gum Gum Giants. That alone, that alone, say is enough to save him out of the next few attacks that will be coming on his way. Can play that koala. I mean, Belabeti. He do have Inazuma though. Another Inazuma. So Inazuma has Rush. So he can buff or use leader ability to Karasu. And that Karasu will be 8K. So that triggers Inazuma's ability. So he can have Rush. Eh, But he knows he do have Gum Gum Giant, so there's no way he can go lethal here. Two lives, four attackers, right? He do have another Inazuma on his hand. Four attackers. So can buff Karasu, put him down to 4K. Karasu, the three. Now Inazuma has buff. Yeah, but Gum Gum Giant though. That's a 9K guaranteed. So he can take all those two cards. Just take and then just prepare for the last two. And that's it for the game. So Gum Gum Giant, what's that for cost? Uzohachi 2K. Ah, Zorojuro, okay. And the 8 cost Katakuri. 7K leader. Okay, use the first Gum Gum Giant. Uh, oh wow, that's a zero cost. And another 2K. I mean, that's it. 8K leader, the zero cost. And there you go. I mean, this is just a formality turn, but Purple Luffy takes out Belo Betty. Again, the newer cards proved to be the turning point of this matchup. Before, again, this is very impossible for Purple Luffy. But there you go. Purple Luffy takes down Red Yellow Belo Betty. Again, congratulations to the Purple Luffy player. And thank you for watching and see you into the next one. Peace out.